What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV. Back with another live stream today. It's Monday, Arsenal. We're being linked with everybody again. We're interested in this player. We're watching that player. We're scouting this player. We've approached this guy's agent. We're keeping tabs on this player. Linked with everyone, signing no one. If it makes sense, then Arsenal will not do it. You know that by now, people, after all these links. We're back again, another Monday. Big up to everyone for tuning in. Thank you for everyone who's been tuning into the watch-alongs as well. We will be back tonight. I'm doing the France v Switzerland game tonight for anybody who wants to watch that. I won't be doing the Spain-Croatia game due to this bit of a cold that I've had at the moment, man. Don't worry, it's not COVID. I've had my COVID test. I'm good, people. But yeah, it is what it is. So we will be back for the French game later on. People saying the mic. Let me just change that. Why change? There you go. Should be better now, people. Let me know if that sounds better. Man said, man is just about on time. I'm telling you, I'm here, people. I'm here, people. Don't worry, man. Another day of links. Bro, you lit up the Don Robbie stream. Big up, bro. Listen, I'll be back on there at some stage, maybe later this week. Spec said, I've had a cold too, negative on COVID too. Yeah, the mic, I have changed the mic now. For some reason, it was running through the laptop, so hopefully the sound is a bit better. But yeah, man's on the honey and lemon. Don't worry, we're back, people. We're back. We're still here. And Arsenal, I mean, do you know what? We grew up on days where Arsenal could go and take Sol Campbell from Tottenham, go and take their captain away from him. We go and get a Mesut Ozil from Real Madrid, or we'll go and get an Alexis Sanchez from Barcelona, or, we'll go to Barcelona and cherry pick a Cesc Fabregas, one of the best youngsters in their academy. And today I'm waking up and Aston Villa, again, are treating Arsenal like a side dish of rice at Nando's. Making offers for Emiliano Smith Rowe again. Now, they came in the other week and offered 25 million. They've come back today and offered 30 million. I want to say, who do Aston Villa think they really are? Like, big up Villa. I kind of like Villa, But, who do you think we are, bro? We're the main dish. Surely we're the half chicken. We ain't no coleslaw and rice, fam. Who are they trying to treat us like? Sweet corn settings, fam. Them ones. Aston Villa, these man was in the Championship a few years ago. I remember Arsenal slapping these man up in the FA Cup final. These man got relegated. Aston Villa, David Ornstein, exclusive this morning. Aston Villa make a second bid to sign Emiliano Smith Rowe from Arsenal. After a 25 million offer was rejected, a new £30 million proposal has also been rebuffed by Arsenal. They are adamant the 20-year-old is not for sale, but no new contract is agreed. Villa don't seem to be going away. Potato salad settings. Man said, we're not even the spice rice. We're not even the spice rice, fam. I don't understand what's going on. Villa need to relax. We don't need this pressure right now. We got enough to worry about. We ain't signed no one or sold no one. These men are trying to take one of our best youngsters. Listen, what I will say, it's all fun and games. And listen, I have to commend Aston Villa for their ambition, because they obviously feel like they can get him, Let's be real. When you make an offer for a player, sometimes you just try your luck. They like him as a player. He's got 2 years left on his deal. I've looked through his wages, and Smith Rowe earns £30,000 a week, which for Arsenal Football Club, a 20-year-old English player that is an established first teamer, £30,000 is not a lot of money a week. Don't get me wrong, in the regular world of you and I, £30,000, it's not bad if you earn that a year. This guy's earning it a week. But in reality, at Arsenal, 30 grand is not big money. Villa, for me, with that second offer, that tells me there's something in it. Now, I'm not saying for 1 second that Smith Rowe wants to leave Arsenal. I'm not saying that. This could be his agent encouraging this because If Villa offer Smith Rowe 60, 70 grand a week, then his agent can go to Arsenal and say, listen, man, when you want to give Smith Rowe a new deal, don't turn up with no 40, 50 grand business. Minimum you have to turn up with is what Aston Villa are offering him. That's just how society goes. If you're in a job on £12 an hour and a new company offers you 15, you want 15 from your current employer. That's just the way it goes. But I don't know what Aston Villa are trying to do with this second offer. You've offered 25 million. You know we're going to reject that. If they were serious about trying to get him, surely you come back with 40 million, 45, 30 million. Like, was that 5 million going to make all the difference? I feel like it's a little bit of a hype, but at the same time, I have to commend their ambition. Man said Arsenal are Indomie noodles. I was just debating with somebody on Twitter. I said that Villa are showing a lot of ambition, and they're obviously not afraid of Arsenal, you know. You've got to think they signed Emiliano Martinez, who, all right, at the time was our second choice keeper. But the reality is, I think he's a better goalkeeper than Bernd Leno. 16 clean sheets in the Premier League last season. Argentina's number one in the Copa America. They took our best goalkeeper, in my opinion. Emi Buendia was one of our main first targets at the start of this transfer window, and he chose Aston Villa over Arsenal. Aston Villa also beat us twice last season as well. So even though I feel like Villa are not being too serious about it with that offer, you ain't going to get him for £30 million. I still have to commend the direction of the football club. We joked the other week about John Terry and his negotiation tactics, man. How he's probably blackmailing, man, saying, yo, man, we'll take your wife. You know, them ones. But, nah, listen, I have to commend the way that Aston Villa are moving. I don't like it. And listen, I'm not using this to slander Arsenal, because players making offers for players is out of your hands. There's nothing you can do. Matt Curtis Shaw, Luke Shaw, I agree. Mourinho would agree, that's for certain. He hates Luke Shaw. But yo, right now, I want Arsenal to just sign Grealish for 100 million and put him in the under-23s. Just to flex on these, man, and let him know I'll go on. But obviously, that's never going to happen. I'd be happy just to get Grealish anyway, but that's never going to happen. But nah, man, it's crazy that a team like Villa are so, you know, they don't see us as that giant. They feel like, yo, back in the day, if Buendia was wanted by Arsenal and Villa, Villa would have to fall back and just know, relax, man, you ain't getting him. Don't waste your time. These men are getting players from us and offering players. We should be trying to sign their players, although they haven't got too many, but there's one or two you'd take. Listen, Edu needs to get this one done. I will give Edu some credit. He got Xhaka on a new deal, Martinelli new deal, Aubameyang. So I have to give him some credit. Balogun as well. But he needs to get this Smith Rowe one tied up. And I always say, when somebody makes an offer for a player, they can just be trying their luck. When they make that second offer, how serious that offer is or not, I believe they've had some sort of encouragement, whether that's come from Smith Rowe or whether that has come from the agent. Because when a guy's on 30 grand a week, you know it's gettable. You know you can at least make an offer that turns his head. If Aston Villa said, we'll give you 80 grand a week to Smith Rowe, that's going to turn his head. And I know a lot of people have said he's kissed the badge and all that. Kissing the badge don't mean too much. We've seen players kiss badges and then leave a year later. It doesn't mean that much. But it is what it is. Did we really know how good Emi was at the time? I mean, he had really limited appearances to make a judgment on him. What I always believed at the time, Arsenal Academy, and I agree with you, I think he'd only made 15 appearances that season. So sometimes you have to make a judgment. Is this a hot streak of form, or is this genuinely the player's level of talent? But what my problem was why did we have to sell any of them? This guy had been at the club, 8 or 9 years. He hits the best run of form that he's ever hit in his career. I thought he looked fantastic in those games that he played. I felt safer with Emi than Leno, and we just sold him. Now, people will say we needed the 20 million to buy Partey. We could have sold Maitland-Niles to Wolves because we didn't play him when we had him for the rest of the season. We ended up loaning him out. So, listen, you can't always foresee the future. But Emi just made me feel comfortable when he was in goal, brother. He used to come out and collect crosses. He was brilliant with his distribution, was better than Leno. And now we find ourselves in a situation where Leno maybe wants to leave, according to rumours. Roy said we need the money for Ben White. Yo, you never know, man. You never know. Maybe we need to, but it is what it is. Do I think Smith Rowe leaves Arsenal? No, I think he's committed to the football club. I do think we will offer him a contract at some stage that will be satisfactory. But I still believe it's a little bit embarrassing for Arsenal because they shouldn't even turn up and have the audacity to make this offer. You wouldn't see Aston Villa offering, I don't know, 30 million for, give me a young player, Phil Foden. They wouldn't offer 30 million for Mason Greenwood. They wouldn't offer 30 million for, Mason Mount or someone like that. A young player, another one of these so-called top six. They just wouldn't do it. They're obviously looking at Arsenal right now like a bit of a wounded animal and thinking they can do bits. So, listen, I'm not going to make a huge deal out of it. The offer's been rejected. It's nothing more than a transfer story in that sense, but it doesn't say a great deal about the way we are being viewed by other clubs around us. And let's face it, Aston Villa are amongst us right now. They finished 1 or 2 places below us, but it is what it is. Yeah, for banter, I'd just put a bid in for someone. And I don't know if these things really happen in football genuinely. But me, I would just put a stupid offer in for Jack Grealish just to wind them up. Man City offered 100 mil. I'll offer 30 million for Grealish. Breaking news. 30 million plus a pound just for banter, just to let them know. But here's what it is, people. I don't see Smith Rowe going anywhere, but it doesn't look great when it comes to Arsenal and the situation moving forward. We are a few weeks into the transfer window and still nothing done in terms of transfers in or out. One transfer that looks like it could be getting closer to its completion. I mean, how close does it need to get before it actually finishes? And that is Mr. Granit Xhaka. He did a press conference in the build-up to the Switzerland against France game that is on tonight. Yeah, offer El Neni for Grealish, man, But yeah, he was asked in an interview about Rome because I believe the game's being played in Rome. And he was asked, what do you think about Rome? And he said, it's beautiful here. So the guy was obviously playing him into a position where he had to answer a question. And he said, he asked Xhaka about a move to Roma. And he said, Arsenal know what I want to do. It's very beautiful here. And I think, Nicky, this is the best comment. It is beautiful to see him there. I love seeing Granit Xhaka in Rome. And personally, Granit, I'd love you to stay in Rome as well, Granit. I think Arsenal fans have had enough. We paid 35 million. We bought him over N'Golo Kante. He's made mistakes galore. He's been sent off galore. He's not the answer. He had probably one of his better seasons last season, but still we finished 8th. And he was a big part of that finishing 8th. So for me, stay in Rome, chill over there, pick out your new house, and let's get the deal done. Mourinho is a G. Listen, I hope Mourinho ain't bumping us as well. Mourinho's a bit of a troll like that. Man said even Xhaka is trolling us. Because listen, if Xhaka wanted to stay at Arsenal, he would have said, listen, Arsenal know that I want to stay. I have a contract. I'm not going nowhere. The guy saying, Arsenal know what I want to do. So we're basically, it's like getting dumped by an ugly girl in school. He's dumping us. He's dumping Arsenal before Arsenal get rid of him. It's madness. We should be like, listen, we've told Granit what we want and we don't want him here. But he's actually saying, Arsenal know what I want to do, as if he's leaving Arsenal like we're a sinking ship. But you know what it is, man. Arsenal, nothing amazes me with Arsenal anymore. There's nothing at all that can surprise me with Arsenal. Got Granit Xhaka telling us Arsenal know what I want to do. Well, get Xhaka out ASAP, I'll pay. I'm telling you, man, if Roma are a couple of million short, GoFundMe settings, man, we'll drop another 2 mil there. Arsenal got 17 million followers on Twitter, £1 each, we'll get him out. But yeah, get him out of there, man. Get him out. So stick to Rome. Listen, by about 10 o'clock tonight, they'll be at the Euros anyway. Let's be real. and then he can stay there and negotiate his contract with Mourinho. Man, Curtis, I love your banter. Hey, listen, you have to, man. If you get too serious about Arsenal, bro, it's not good, you know. Over the years, I've learned to get a lot less like involved with Arsenal, which probably sounds a bit funny considering I make content about them every day. But emotionally, I don't get as invested as Arsenal as I used to be because they'll ruin your weekend, bro. They'll ruin your weekend on a regular basis. Over 800 people here already. Smash a like on the video, people. Subscribe if you haven't already as well. Let's hit 30k by the start of the Premier League season. Lone Star says comedy club. Nah, Spuds, I've had my COVID test. I'm good, bro. I'm good. Don't worry. Germany not allowed to train at Wembley. Yeah, I saw that story that Germany have come over here, and because of heavy rain the last couple of days in England, they Wembley have told Germany they're not allowed to train on the Wembley pitch. I believe they're training at Tottenham's training ground, and apparently they're complaining about that, Germany, saying that they like to train on the pitch that they're going to play the game on. So could be a little scandal there already, man, you know. Robert said, bro, legendary banter on Robbie's watch along. Big up, bro. Outgun said, rewind FC. I'm telling you, man. When Arsenal knocks, yeah, the knock is different. That's for certain. I think they ignore the door. It's like when the bailiffs knock, man, just ignore that knock. You know, we got Villa fans in here. AVFC 1874. Welcome to Villa, ESR and Xhaka. Now, you better relax, bro. You know, enjoy your offers, but you ain't getting Smith Rowe. If they get Smith Rowe, honestly, that stream, I don't know what I would say or do on that stream, but that would be the elite club settings, FIFA, man. I'm telling you. Rion said, Curtis, Arsenal needs 6 players, and I'm talking very good players as well, not no little sideman players. And while we're talking about new players for Arsenal are being linked to another player. And it's a player that, I mean, listen, I've heard of him, but I don't know a lot about him. I'm sure some of you will be asking the same question. And it is Nuno Tavares. This story broke late last night about Nuno Tavares, a guy that, honestly, I've heard of. I don't know too much about him. According to Di Marcio, it's already been reported by Fabrizio Romano as well. Napoli target Nuno Tavares is close to Arsenal, with the club ready to pay 15 million euros for the Benfica left-back. Bevan said, I'm a Benfica fan. He is a quality left-back. It's funny because I was speaking to a Benfica fan yesterday, and he was basically saying he's not that good. He's the second choice left back for Benfica. Their first choice left back is Grimaldo. And this guy's quite a controversial character, which we will allude to shortly. His video is a madness. Well, I'm sure you've already seen it, but I'm going to get to that. Taylor said he's injury prone. Omar said highly rated from what I've seen. Wu-Tang said not even save, just delete. You know, yo, not even save. Start again. FIFA settings, bronze pack. Yeah, delete save settings. Just delete. We don't even save it. We start again. David said, got my ticket for Florida. Any Floridians out there, hit me up. Anybody in America, do you know anything about this travel ban from the UK to the US? You know, is he saying anything about lifting that or what? I want to get over there for this Arsenal tour, man. It's frustrating at the end of next month. ADT said he's 21. He will improve. Desi said take Emerson from Chelsea. Arsenal standards are falling so far. What do we know about this guy? I'll show you the positive stuff. I mean, is this even positive? But I'll just show you a little bit on him so you know a few stats about him. Nuno Tavares, he's a Portuguese player. He's 21 years of age. He made 14 appearances in the league last year, 11 the year before. Played 5 Europa League matches, no goals, no assists, 3 yellows, and he's made 2 appearances for the Portuguese under-21s. I mean, there's not too much I can tell you about him, really. He's had a few issues at Benfica, shall we say. He did an interview with his hairdresser where he was basically saying F Grimaldo and saying that he hopes Grimaldo is sold. so that he can play left back. I mean, that's not the best of things to say about a player that you're competing with, even if you have that kind of energy. I understand the frustration, but you don't say that publicly. William said, I'm unsure about any travel ban from Florida, man. It's beautiful out here. Curtis, you can come Florida. I mean, Florida itself apparently there's no restrictions, but from the UK, apparently there's a travel ban from the UK to the US, a ban that the president of America has put in to say that you can't fly from the UK unless it's exceptional circumstances. Like Tim says, still no UK, EU tourists allowed. Crazy. Curtis, some states are requiring a negative COVID test for travel from abroad, depending on where you go. Okay. Now, let's talk about something a little strange, and I can see a few of you putting it in the comments. You know, when we're linked with a player, you do a bit of research. You think, I don't know too much about him. Let's find out a bit about this guy, you know. Who's he played for? Has he had any controversy? You know, is he highly rated? What's good about him? And the main thing, no, don't worry, bro. Just a little cold. The main thing that I hear about this guy, we thought Alexis Sanchez loved his dogs. Alexis definitely loved his dogs. They were his best pals. But this guy's taking it one step further. And this, to me, is next level. This guy opens his mouth and lets his dogs kiss him in his mouth. I mean, we just don't need this. Yeah. We just don't need this right now. We got too much going on. Like, how would Mikel Arteta describe that in a press conference? Do you know what? I would actually love Mikel Arteta if somebody said, Mikel, you've just signed Nuno Tavares. He's got videos out of two dogs licking his mouth. What have you got to say? I would love to hear his explanation. We're under enough stress right now as Arsenal Football Club. We just finished 8th. We got no Europe. We're Brexit FC. Yeah. We got Villa trying to treat us like a side dish of Nando's rice with no peri salt, no nothing. And this guy's got dogs kissing his mouth. We got Kieran Tierney at left back. We don't need this. I'm telling you, bro, it ain't a pretty picture. I will be taking it off shortly, but I gotta let you know what's going on. What's Mikel Arteta looking at when he's trying to sign this guy? He's going, yeah, but bloody hell, the way that dog's licking his mouth, mate, he'd be unbelievable in the false nine up front away at Man City. Like, Mikel, man, leave this one alone, bro. The Premier League fans won't let him get away with it. Imagine going to Burnley and them places, man. These men be calling him dog kisser, bruv. Nah, you don't need it. It's just not right, bruv. What kind of fruity brother is this guy? This is what he's all about. I'm telling you, can't be sharing food with Nuno. What's this guy going to order for dinner, man? Pedigree, chum and rice. I don't know what kind of madness is going on. Joko said, I just came into the stream, and imagine you've just come into the stream. You're thinking, right, what's going on Arsenal today? Anyone just turning up. This guy here, and I'm not talking about the dogs, by the way. This guy here, with it, the man's closing his eyes with passion on the right-hand side. He's closing his eyes like, what's going on here, man? Pedigree, chum and rice, fam, with coleslaw on the side. What's going on? Arsenal, if anybody from Arsenal ever listens to this stream, leave this brother alone. We don't need this right now. We got too much going on. We're already moving like Banter FC, Brexit FC, leaving Europe. We don't need some fruity dog kisser at left back, fam. I don't need that pressure. Yeah, our current left back, Tierney, man's got an elite attitude. Don't bring this dog kisser to the club, fam. I don't care how quick he is. Man's closing his eyes, fam. Like, what's he imagining? Nah, I'm done. I gotta get this man off the screen, bro. Nah, I don't need this. Where's that? Let me stop this, bro. I'm done with this. If Arsenal sign this guy, fam, I swear down, we're done out here. We're done. What's the thing where the dogs walk around, man, and try and win trophies? Crufts or something like that. Crufts FC, bruv. Pedigree Chum FC. What kind of fruity madness is that? Imagine him and Saliba on a night out. I don't know what's going to be going on. Imagine him and Saliba on away games, team hotel. You're going to have dogs everywhere, all kinds of fruity business going on. No, we don't need that. We don't need it. Man said man's best friend. Nah, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Man said, if I was your best friend, I want you around all the time. Yo, nah, leave him. Nuno Tavares. No, Nuno. No, Tavares. We don't want no dog kisser at the club. We've got too much stress going on right now. We're in a bad scenario right now. Yeah, we're trying to get out of Banter FC settings. I don't want no dog kisser. You know what I'm saying? We don't need this fruitiness at the football club. Jeez, man, what's going on? I want to bring you lot good news about big boy players, not no pedigree chum business. Friends with benefit. Nah. It's long. It's long. You know, Alexis was borderline with his dogs, but this guy's going over. Yo, Arsenal will be sponsored by Pedigree Chum next year. I'm telling you, if this guy signs, you'll see it. They'll announce it. New sponsorship deal. Pedigree Chum, £3 million a year. Nah, man, these fruitcakes at Arsenal, man. I'm done with it. Said he'll ask it in 21 questions. Bro, I'm telling you, man. Bro, imagine this guy with a water bottle, drinking his water bottle. There you go, mate. There you go, man. Nah, I'm cool, man. I'm blessed, man. Yo, relax, man. I don't want that. Nuno and Saliba on them away days, bro. Jeez. Bro, my job is to report what's going on. I don't want to see that picture, but I have to show you what I'll go on, because if we sign this guy and you, man, start printing his name on the back of your shirt, I got to let you know what kind of fruitcake this guy is. So, yo, we done, man. I don't want to see that link again. You know we're going to end up signing this guy as well, innit? Just for banter. Of all the links that we've been linked with, this is the one we'll end up signing. RSPCA settings, bruv. You know them ones? Man said dog holding, pedigree chumbers, and barking Bellerin. And kissing Nuno, bruv. These man are mad, fam. Nah, we don't need him. If we sign him, man, I'm done. Scooby-Doo settings, man. Yo, oh, man. Now, I'm good, man. A slight cold, but I'm good, people. Things like that lifts my mood, man, because we're hilarious at times. Listen, I genuinely hope we don't sign him. We don't need that. We got too much going on right now. Should his personal life matter if he can be quality for us? Bro, I don't want that, brother. I don't want that guy anywhere near the football club. Yeah? Take that dog out of here, bruv. What am I going to put on the back of my shirt, bruv? You know them ones. What am I going to put? Some fruity dog kissing brother on the back of your shirt. You can't walk around with that name on the back of your shirt. Hot Dog FC, bruv. You know them ones? Nah, man. Does he have pedigree? I like what you did there, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man could put Scooby-Doo on the back of the shirt. You know them ones? It's all mad, people. It's all mad. Arsenal, man. Yo. Only Arsenal could be linked with a player like that, innit? You just wouldn't see it. I type it in, I'm thinking, right, let me see something about this guy, find out if he's highly rated. And you know what? On top of that, I'm not even joking. I mean, some of you guys have probably seen him more than me. The Benfica fans that I speak to, they said he's not even that good. They said he's got pace, he's quite good going forward, but they said defensively he's a bit of a weakness. He is 21, you know, maybe he'll improve, but nah, we don't need that. Banter FC's in full effect already, man. Just get someone steady, man, with no controversy behind him. We don't need that. We do not need that at all. Let's have a look at one or two. Big up Don Draper in here, man. Go and follow him on Twitter. He keeps right up to date with a lot of Arsenal transfer news. He knows the French market very well. He said City are linked to Grealish and Kane, Chelsea to Haaland, Man United to Sancho and Camavinga, Varane, Liverpool linked. Man United linked to Sancho, Camavinga, and Varane. Liverpool linked to Coman. Do you really expect us to get top four with these players? Do you know the thing, bro? At the moment, it's mad because we actually haven't even signed anyone. So it's a situation where they say judge a team at the end of a transfer window, but naturally, as an Arsenal fan, we're getting worried already. Bruv, I'm worried already. Some people are saying to me in the comments that be careful and wait. You know, you've still got till the end of August. Bro, we saw with people like Thomas Partey, signing players at the end of the window doesn't always work. Sometimes these players need to come in before pre-season, settle into the football club, go on tour, and start the season right. I don't want to see Arsenal go and buy 2 or 3 players on deadline day, and these guys can't settle in, and you have to wait weeks for them to settle in. Get your business done early. you know, and that's what I want to see. Man said he's in the 7 p.m. at Walthamstow tonight, bro. They'll probably be there scouting him, you know. Big up DG in the chat. What are you saying, my bro? He says, smash the like button, people. Make sure you go and subscribe to DG as well. We will have content coming in the next week or so. Now things have calmed down a little bit. UI said, "No, Curtis, you got me rolling in tears, bro." You know what? Naturally, my personality, I like to have a laugh sometimes, man. Otherwise, what am I going to do? Come on here and start shouting and getting angry about Arsenal every time, man. We just got to keep it moving for now. You know what I mean? It is what it is, people. Let's see what you got to say. Can I ask, who has been an Arsenal fan before Wenger? Listen, I'm sure plenty of you are. I was watching us in the George Graham days as well. William said, bro, I'm literally in tears. Yo, man, I'm telling you. Yeah, big up DG, man. Make sure you go and subscribe to him as well. Mikel Arteta's pull. Yo, he's pulling the lead, fam. He's pulling the lead on the dog. That's the only pull that he's got, bro. I'm telling you. Yeah, DG, let me know if you're free, bro. Let me know if you're free. I can drop the link to you, bro, if you're about for a little bit. But listen, let's move on anyway. Let's move on from the dog. I don't know what kind of madness going on there, but you just know Arsenal are going to end up signing him. I can just see it happening. Let's have a look at the current situation. A story has broke today regarding where is it? Apparently the Arsenal board. This is reported by Sammy, who is Sammy Mokbel, who is a good reporter for the Daily Mail. Although the Daily Mail is a proper scumbaggy paper. And Sammy said the Gunners board are said to be disappointed at the way the club season has developed during Arteta's first full campaign. Finally, they see it. In charge and want to see significant improvements from the start of next term. Listen, what I like about that is at least make this guy feel like he's under pressure. Sometimes pressure brings the best out of people in life. And my issue has always been this season, this kind of, I mean, listen, we don't know what they're saying to Mikel Arteta behind the scenes. Maybe he is under pressure, but it's always seemed like, oh, whatever he does, we're just going to back him, you know? And that's what I haven't liked. You have to be held accountable. The same way you should be praised for positive achievements, you should be able to receive constructive criticism for failure. And I feel like Arsenal's board and owners have not met that balance this year. It's kind of been, we'll just dress it up as a positive no matter what happens because he needs more time. You know, but we'll have to see. And listen, Socceres, listen, really stupid to judge a person on his dogs licking him. Like you a lot, but that's not, bro. It's friendly banter, man. Relax. And you have to admit, it's a little fruity, fam. The man's got his mouth open, eyes closed, man. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, listen, it's a joke, man. Relax, people. It ain't all serious, man. There's bigger things in the world. But yeah, as I said, I like to see the fact at least that they're applying some pressure. The story goes on to say the Kroenkes will make funds available this summer, but there is an acknowledgement that having no European football at all next season will provide a major blow to their recruitment plans. What I want to know, does anybody still believe that £250 million rumour that was going around last week? I mean, they're already throwing the no Europe situation is gonna hinder. If you had 250 million to spend, you wouldn't even be saying that, you know. So naturally, we ain't got no 250 million to spend, you know. Listen, I'm just glad that they're holding him to some sort of accountability, you know, in the sense that they're gonna make him. They're saying to him, "You've got to start that season correct, or your job's on the line," which it should be. He's had 18 months at the football club. I think after the first 6 months, everybody was singing his praise. I was singing his praise. I still had issues with one or two things, but to come in, bring some stability and win us an FA Cup, get us in Europe, he deserved a lot of praise at the time. I think this season where he's had the full season, it just hasn't worked for him. And listen, you guys know I'm not the biggest fan of Mikel Arteta, but he's going to be our manager next season. He has to plan. He has to use this time now during the Euros to get it right. He has to sign the right kind of players. You know, I often look at his new signings and think, does that player even fit with the philosophy and the style of football that you want? You know, you have to sign the player that fits how you want to play. This is why I think he wants Ben White. He wants a ball-playing centre-back. This is why I think he wants someone like Ruben Neves ahead of a Bissouma, because I think he wants a ball-playing centre midfielder next to Thomas Partey. But we'll have to see, you know. Blend said, my biggest problem is that they hired Arteta in the first place. Why would you hire someone with no experience to manage at a club that is worth nearly £2 billion? I think it's all PR. And I hear you on that one. And I do agree with you on that. And on top of that, if you're going to hire a manager with no experience, you've got to give him a proper backroom staff. You've got to give him sufficient funds. Chelsea gave Lampard 220 million. That gives you half a chance that you may have so much quality in your team that it kind of overrides your lack of experience. It didn't in the end. And even Chelsea, after spending money, had to go and get a better, more experienced manager. If you look at the best managers who have done well, who've come with no experience, it is managers who've gone to top clubs where they don't have to do much. Pep at Barca, Zidane at Real Madrid. You don't often see a manager who's never managed, in the Prem especially, take a job on at a big club that hasn't got the huge backing and succeed. It was always going to be difficult. But yeah, man, we're gonna have to see. Arteta's gonna be under pressure next season, and he'll have fans in the stadium. The fans won't accept it, honestly. And like you said, Mukhtar, as well, to be fair, Lamps did have a season at Derby. So he had some sort of experience, you know, that Arteta didn't. Arteta just copies Pep and we will be a B-Tech city. Arteta should have built on the FA Cup style performances. He changed it completely and it didn't work. Do you know what? You make a great point there. And I said this in a video the other day. People have to remember, we won the FA Cup playing a back three. Or a back five, however you want to put it. We had 3 centre-backs with 2 wing-backs. And we went away from that this season, which I understand. He may have found it a little bit defensive. And we won the FA Cup against teams that were probably better than us, Chelsea and Manchester City. So maybe he wanted to be a little bit more dominant. So played 4 at the back. But it didn't work this season. And you do have to wonder why he never went back to the back 3. He did go to it against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. And we did get peppered in that game as well. But we did win the game. So, yeah, tactically, it's going to be interesting what he does. And it makes me wonder with Ben White, who has played as a right-sided centre-back in a back 3 at Brighton, is he looking to go back to 3 at the back? You know, and maybe play like Gabriel. Well, hopefully Gabriel, Saliba, Ben White. But knowing him, probably Gabriel, Rob Holding, Ben White. We'll have to see. Carsten said there's been a major explosion in London on Monday afternoon. The explosion occurred at the subway station in Elephant and Castle in the garage below the station. Listen, man, I did hear something about Elephant and Castle. I didn't realise it was as serious as that. Obviously, I hope that no one was hurt in that. I'm just literally trying to catch up on the story now. Yeah, huge fire. It looks like, geez, that looks like a big, big fire. 10 fire engines there, apparently. People, be careful if you're in the area, and hopefully no one was harmed in that. So, yeah, appreciate your update anyway. Yeah, bro, it started as hay fever. It seems to have developed into a cold, man. But listen, no COVID. I did have a COVID test. I'm good, man. Let's get back to Arsenal. One player that has impressed me so much during this Euros, who was eliminated last night, is Renato Sanches. I think he's turned his career around. I really do. A lot of people were saying in the comments the other day when I said Renato Sanches, a player I would love at Arsenal, people were saying that, you know, he struggled at Swansea and things like that. But he went to Lille, left Bayern Munich, and he's turned it around. He's had 2 good seasons there, team of the season, and he's won the title this year in France. And Arsenal, apparently, I mean, listen, are they going to sign him? Probably not, you know. Just before I get into that, Jake said, thoughts to the building collapse in Florida, 150 people still missing. That was disastrous, man. I saw it on the news. You really wonder how things like that are allowed to happen and how they're not checked a lot more closely. So, yeah, thoughts go out to the people involved in that as well. Crazy situation. But yeah, in terms of Arsenal, Arsenal have asked Lille to be kept informed of any development surrounding the future of midfielder Renato Sanches. Arsenal made contact with Lille via intermediaries to inquire about his situation and potential price tag. Yeah, Link FC again. They made the phone call. They've probably said, if you're willing to let him go, let us know how much he's going to cost. And that's probably about it, and they'll probably say something big. The problem you've got, he's just had such a good Euros that if they valued him at 40 million, he's probably now worth 60 million, because he was superb for Portugal, even yesterday, as they got eliminated to Belgium. He was their best midfielder by miles, Desmond, thank you for the super chat, bro. Said also Aubameyang played on the left and he was scoring. Why don't you move him back? The thing is, again, he was playing on the left in a 3-4-3 system. This year in the 4-2-3-1, earlier in the season, he was playing on the left, remember, when he was putting all them crosses in and Lacazette was in the middle, then Nketiah. It just hasn't worked the same. Hasn't worked the same at all. So we'll have to see, but I appreciate your super chat, bruv. Guna Sanchez, best Portuguese midfielder. Listen, I thought Bruno Fernandes stunk out the place. He was really poor. The system's probably not designed for him. And João Moutinho was average as well. But this guy, at one point, he ran through about 4 players and just came away with the ball. He just drives on the ball. He's strong. Proper player. He was their best player. And, when you got Cristiano Ronaldo in the team, that's no easy feat. Apparently, Lille wants 70 million euros. 70 million euros. So, what's 70 million euros in pounds? Let's have a look. So you're looking at 60 million pounds. Arsenal aren't spending no 60 million on a centre mid. We couldn't even get Buendia for 35. But listen, I'd love Arsenal to get him. It's nice that we're being linked with him, but we're being linked with pretty much everyone at the moment. 3-5-2 might suit Arsenal better. Would you go with an out-and-out Aubameyang and Laka up front? Do you know what? A lot of people have said that that Pepe can play up front in a 2. I still think Lacazette might leave this summer. I got to be honest. Curtis Arsenal with Dennis Prater. Yeah, I don't think that one is genuine though. The guy from Leicester. No truth in this at all. Also, don't want another Swansea. Listen, I think he's better than he was at Swansea. He said at the time he had a lot of personal issues. He was at Bayern Munich, not playing, wasn't happy over there in Germany. Gets loaned to Swansea, who are a poor Premier League team. He struggled in a poor team, which can happen. And listen, he's rebuilt his career, and I don't think that is a one-off what he's been doing for Portugal. He's been doing well for Lille as well. Big up Andrew Gasser. He said, smash the like button and sub, my favourite and the sheep's favourite stream. Big up Andrew over there in America. Alex Mason, thank you for the super chat, bro. Said, rumours Saka will be dropped for Foden. Do you know what? I saw that this morning. And they're also saying Jack Grealish from Mason Mount as well. I'm not being funny. Anybody that watched that England game, those were the 2 players that kind of revitalised England's attack. Saka gets man of the match. Grealish gets an assist. And Gareth Southgate says, you know what? I'll drop you both. I'll bring back Mason Mount, Frank Lampard's stepson, and get Foden back. Makes no sense whatsoever if England do that. I have no idea why they would do that, but I can see Southgate doing something like that. Rewind said, yo, Curtis, it's Rewind. Why is El Neni still here? Listen, 1 year left on his deal. Arsenal said they wouldn't let any player at a decent age run down his contract. Surely you just sell El Neni with a year left on his deal, but maybe there's no interest in him. Lone Star said it's coming home. The thing is, you've got to start, and I can't help it. I shouldn't do it either, but you start to get a little bit like, oh, hang on a minute. Can England win this tournament? Because you're looking at the running now to the final, and you're like, yo, England should, if England beat Germany, they have got an unbelievable run to the final. You look at that run, and you've got to think, listen, man, England have got a great chance of making that final if they can beat the Germans. I mean, on their side of the draw, one of the biggest threats that I think people felt was Holland. And obviously, Holland lost yesterday 2-0 to Czech Republic. So you're looking at Denmark against Czech Republic in one quarterfinal. If England can beat Germany, they'll play Sweden or Ukraine in the quarterfinal. Like you said, Brett, it's a big, big if. Germany is going to be a difficult game for England. England are a bit like Arsenal in the fact that they can defeat themselves. You know, they can just turn up and play that bad, they throw the game away. But Gareth's got to be sitting there thinking, listen, if England get past Germany, to take a Sweden or Ukraine in the quarterfinal with a Czech Republic who England have already beat, or a Denmark in the Euro semi-final, to me, if England beat Germany, they should make the final. What happens in the final is a totally different story. Obviously, Belgium beat Portugal, so it's Belgium-Italy in one quarterfinal. Obviously, you got these two games today. I will be doing a watch-along for France-Switzerland. I'm not going to do the Croatia-Spain game as I've got a few things on during the day. But I will be back tonight, 7:45 for France against Switzerland. We'll be looking at Granit Xhaka and obviously the French team that I tipped to win it. And I still think the favourites to win it. So is it coming home, people? Is it coming home? But Southgate, yeah, he is a bit of he definitely gives me Mikel Arteta vibes when I watch him, man. He's one of them managers who you just don't understand the things that he does, man. So we'll have to see in that sense what happens with that. Another bit of great news, some great news anyway, is that manager number 458,000 has rejected the Tottenham job. Nuno Espirito Santo, the latest manager, do you know what? And this is what I said to Toby on the stream the other day. We were arguing for ages. I said, listen, no matter how bad Arsenal are, Spurs always find a way of making me feel better because I don't care what anyone says. I think they're in a bigger mess than we are. They can't get a manager. Their best striker wants to leave. They've got a huge debt on the stadium, I think they're in a worse situation than us. I mean, listen, that's all we've got right now as Arsenal. We're shameless right now. We ain't got nothing. But it still brings a smile to my face. How are you going from Mourinho to having Conte probably getting through the door? You end up where you can't get, Lopetegui and all these other guys they've been linked with. Spurs suffer fresh manager blow as Fenerbahce join Nuno Espirito Santo race. And all the stories coming out now is that Nuno is close to becoming their manager. So he'll actually be Mesut Ozil's manager next season. How we'll get on with Mesut, I don't know. They can't even sign a cook. I'm telling you, you'll see that on Indeed getting advertised. £10 an hour, Arsenal manager's job. Apply within. Tap in Thai, man. Yo, tap in Thai. I had to get him. He's got great footballing opinions, but there was a little delusion, He fought Tottenham or Real Madrid, I think. That Tobes banter was legendary from you. It was good. It was all in good spirit, people. It was good. But listen, they're struggling. They are struggling, I don't know who they're going to appoint as manager, to be honest. I'm not sure who they're going to go for. Apparently, Ozil's struggling. Yeah, I saw that his stats have been pretty bad, and apparently his performances have been very lackluster as well. 10 games, 1 assist, no goals, 1 yellow card. I mean, he's not exactly pulling up trees, is he, Mesut Ozil? But yeah, Nuno has turned down the Tottenham job. You say leave, you don't spend, but he gave Mourinho 15 million a season and then sacked him a week before the cup final. Taid was legendary. Man like Taid, Taid and tap in Thai. Joshua said, Curtis, would you like Henry as the Arsenal manager? Listen, Henry, you can see him there. Where is he? Green screen settings. You will only see Henry on my green screen as a player. As a manager, no. Yeah, when he was at Monaco, he was trying to beat players up. He was squaring up to players. He went to MLS. I think he did okay. I would not want Omri at Arsenal as manager because I think he would struggle and he would tarnish his legacy, man. It's like Newcastle. They brought in Shearer. You know, he got them relegated. So, no. You can't hire me, and you know now. Yo, man, like Nuno, you know, man said no, Tottenham, not Nuno, you know, man said no. Man ain't going to Tottenham. No one wants that Tottenham job, man. You know what I mean? They'll start offering that in the job centre soon. You know, anyone fancy the Tottenham job? Nah, leave it, mate. Leave it. Did you see earphones as the Welsh assistant manager doing part-time work? Don't knock the hustle, man. If you can get work in the summer, carry on. You know, charge up your earpods and keep it moving. He'll be back. Looking forward to seeing him next season doing nothing on our bench. You know what I'm saying? Man like No, you know. No Santo, bro. I'm telling you. They thought they had him. Big up Caps, man. Said big tune. You know about them tunes, but it's got to be Big Sam. Just go and get Big Sam or Eddie Howe. I don't know. Go and get one. Go and get Sean Dyche. You know, go and get one of them, man. I don't get it. I don't know. They think they're bigger than what they are. That's their problem. They should have gone for. They should have got Nuno or Rafa or someone like that. Someone needs to clip Paul Curtis singing and make a montage. Listen, anybody got the time to do it? Feel free. Send it to me, people. I'll give you the credit. No Santo and No Tavares. Pure no-nos, bro. You know them ones? Yo, I'm telling you, bro. Hot soup. Hopefully it'll clear up quick, man. Let's have a look. Roy Hodgson come back. Give it to Woy until the end of the season, man. Give it to Woy. Apparently Jurgen Klinsmann's desperate for the job, but they won't give him the job. So that Nuno Tavares, our old dog kisser. Just see another story about him here. This is being reported in the Portuguese press. Is saying Arsenal's interest in Nuno Tavares is concrete and they will make an offer for him soon. I mean, like I said, of all the players that we're being linked with, somehow we're going to end up with this one. You can just tell. Listen, all banter aside, and you guys know I'm joking, even though I do think it's a little fruity what the guy's doing. But listen, if we end up signing him, let's hope he's a decent player. If anybody watches quite a lot of Portuguese football, feel free to let me know. How good is he? What's his strengths and weaknesses? I've seen a few people saying, you know, he's a very good athlete, very quick, gets forward, but defensively not the best. That's the general consensus that I've got from the people that I've spoke to in that sense. So we'll have to see whether we get him or not. I'm sure there'll be another 5 names that Arsenal are linked with tomorrow, man. We're being linked with everybody at the moment. So we'll have to see. But Arsenal being linked to Nuno Tavares, and we'll have to see on that one. Personally, I think, you know, 15 million euros as well. Saint said, as a Porto fan, he's garbage. I'm not going to lie. A few people have told me he's not great. My scout told me he's promising in FIFA. Big up Curtis in the chat. He's a very good arm, man. Yo, Spurs should go for Sol Campbell. Adama Traore vibes on Tavares. What is the realistic solution to Arsenal? I mean, we need a new owner. Or we need an owner that's going to spend money, and we need to get some big signings in. That would definitely be a good starting point, you know. Let's go and get some proper players, man. I just want that signing that makes everybody, you know, lift their head and say, wow, I didn't see Arsenal doing that, you know. Go and get somebody that lifts the spirit of all the fan base. But at the moment, it just doesn't seem to be happening, which is frustrating. So we'll have to see. Another player, I mean, it's ridiculous. So how close can we get to these signings before these players get done? But according to HLN, which is a reporter for Belgium football, Anderlecht no longer count on Sambi Lokonga as his transfer to Arsenal is getting closer. It's believed he will not even return to Anderlecht training as they believe the deal is done. So we'll have to see on that one. They're saying the deal's close. He wasn't even on the bench for Belgium yesterday, so I don't know what the situation is with him. Is he Is he actually not in the Belgium squad? I thought everyone was saying before he is, but he wasn't even on the bench for Belgium yesterday. So we'll have to see on that one. Darren said Van Aanholt has been poor for Netherlands. Yeah, I mean, apparently he could be available on a free, but hasn't looked great for Holland. Holland, of course, crashed out yesterday. That is not going to happen. It doesn't always mean serious intention, Big C. It doesn't. But when's the last time, really, we made a marquee? I mean, listen, Thomas Partey was a release clause. That was a good signing, I got to be honest, but hasn't been a great signing up to this point. Although I believe this season we will see a much better Thomas Partey with a better midfielder next to him. Dupe said he's not in the squad. Oh, funny, interesting. I thought he was. I think he was in the extended squad. Fair enough. False manager, Anderlecht YouTube channel has game highlights. Last 3 games I watched, he contributed to 3 goals conceded. Wow. Not good. Ryan Bertrand is free. Sounds like he's going to Leicester. Spuds Hancock is looking for a job. Yeah, I know. He'd probably reject it as well. He's in the reserves of the Brazil squad. We're getting Basuma or no. Doesn't seem to be... we don't seem to really be on the Basuma situation at the moment, which is interesting. As to why not. Can we get 1,000 likes on the video, people? We've got over 1,100 of you in here. Really appreciate the support as well. Brilliant support. What do you think of the Ramsdale news? I think it's ridiculous. Do you know what? Let me finish off. Let me get that story up. Aaron Ramsdale, I mean, I've watched this guy play a few times and I don't. And again, another one of them. I hope it's speculation. But for me, and the Athletic are reporting it, which worries me because they often get a lot of the transfer news right, although not always. But Arsenal are in talks about a possible deal for Sheffield United's Aaron Ramsdale. There have now been initial contact between the clubs. The fee they are prepared to pay indicates they regard him as someone who can make a significant contribution to the club. I mean, listen, I got 2 things to say on this. Number one, why are we not just going for Onana? Now, don't get me wrong. I know he's banned for a little while, so we would have to wait a little bit for him to be involved. But from what I've seen, a far better keeper than Ramsdale and cheaper, right? And secondly, what? You telling me we sold Emmy to then, and they're talking in this story about Ramsdale coming in and potentially being number 1. So getting picked ahead of Leno, maybe Leno getting sold. Why would we sell Leno to bring in Aaron Ramsdale? I mean, this guy ain't better than Leno from what I've seen. We need an upgrade, not a downgrade. You know, you don't go into the phone shop with your iPhone 12 and say, can I have an iPhone 8? Or, you know, your Samsung S21 and say, can I have an S10? You just don't. You get an upgrade. I don't get it. I don't think he is better than Leno. I really don't. Aaron Ramsdale, for me, is an average keeper. I know I think he's involved with England now, but no. That is a no from me. Samuel said, Ramsdale is the worst goalkeeper in the league. He's dreadful. It'd be funny if Arsenal got him. He's awful. Arsenal should go all out for Onana, who is a better keeper than Ramsdale. I mean, listen, is he the worst keeper in the league? That's probably harsh, but I definitely don't want him. And to come in as number 1 as well, nah. If he was coming in as maybe backup, I could get my head around it. But bringing him in as number 1, when Emiliano Martinez just kept 16 clean sheets and starting for Argentina in the Copa America, now you got Leno talking about he wants out, and we're looking, nah. I don't want no Aaron Ramsdale. Don't want no Aaron Ramsdale at all. We sold Emmy for someone who has 2 relegations on his CV. Just because he's in the England squad, they're probably hyping him up. He's better than Renato. I mean, bro, everyone in this comments is better than Renato. Old Butterfingers Renato. Anton said, Curtis, big up, love the channel. Keep doing your thing. You just said you want Arsenal to make that big signing to lift the teams. What realistic 2 or 3 signings do you think take us to another level? Listen, even though I want a marquee signing, that's just my personal opinion. Man said he kisses cats, not dogs. We need to do smart business. They don't actually all have to be major signings. I'd love Basuma. I'd like Max Aarons. I'd like us to get someone like Mateus Pereira in as number 10 or Sabitzer. Sabitzer's a bit more of an 8. But I think they are realistic deals that can get done. You know, Bissouma would cost you probably 34, maybe 40 million. He wants to join Arsenal as well. Max Aaron's, I reckon, 30 million for a right back. And Mateus Pereira, apparently West Brom want 15 million for him. Sabitzer, apparently 17 million they want for him. He's got a year left on his contract. Listen, Renato Sanches, I would love to get, but I think apparently people are saying 70 million that Lille want for him, or 60 million pounds, I believe, 70 million euros. So I just don't see Arsenal paying that, but I do really rate him. He's stepped up. Rewind said the Ozil signing live on Sky outside the Emirates was legendary. It was. It really was. Sabitzer, besides Partey, would do bits. I like that deal. Sabitzer and Aouar makes all the sense. Both could be available. From what we hear, both their clubs are willing to let them go at the right price. But again, makes too much sense. You lot acting like any of these players would want to come to us. Listen, money talks. Money talks. Last season, why would Thomas Partey have left Atletico Madrid in the Champions League to come to Arsenal, who had Mikel Arteta and were in the Europa League? You would have said on paper that doesn't make sense. But we doubled his wages. He loves the Premier League. Sabitzer plays for Leipzig. You know, they're a decent team. They do well in Germany, but we're a far bigger club, the Premier League as well. A lot of people want to play in the Premier. When you offer a man double his wages, sometimes you can turn a man's head, you know, and make him think different. So in that sense, I do think other clubs will look at him, but he hasn't had a great season. You know, hasn't had a great season. Let's have a look. Partey regrets his decision regardless. I mean, Atletico won the title. He won the title the year he left. Maybe he was a weak link for them. You never know. It's all about profile. Yeah, 100%. Sometimes they can come to Arsenal and lift their own profile. London, Premier League, Arsenal, you know, it's worldwide. Solo said, hi, Big C. Love the show. Think Arsenal are going to have a good season. Keep the faith. Listen, I highly respect and love optimism in the fan base. But listen, you know I banter Arsenal a lot, and I do that because they do a lot of silly things, but I try not to be too serious about it. You know, you don't really see me ranting, raving, swearing, none of that. It's a lot more lighthearted. I'll give you my serious opinion on things as well, but we have a bit of laugh and a joke as well. You know, I want to try and lighten the scenario a bit. I really hope Arsenal have a good season. I hope we have a great season, but it's going to take some work in the transfer market, you know. Like you said, there's some bits of Aaron's, Bissouma and Honor. To me, they are gettable targets. I just think we have to get our business done now. The Euros have still got, another week and a half to go. We haven't signed anyone. We haven't sold anyone. I at least want to see 2 or 3 players sold so we're clearing, you know, the way to go and spend those wages on other players. Do your business quickly. You know, we can't just wait until after the Euros finish, because sometimes you want to sign a player, but he has 4 good games in the Euros and his price can double. And that's the issue. So Arsenal have to get their business done. You know, they have to get their business done, and we're moving very slow. But let's hope. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Lone Star said, Germany, Sweden, Czech Republic, France, it's coming home. So you've just drawn out the route that England will have to the trophy. Listen, let's hope so, people. Bissouma or Renato Sanches besides Partey? I think Renato plays better in a 3, where I think Bissouma can operate in a 2 with a number 10, which is how I think Mikel Arteta will set us up next season. So it's not about who I think is better. I think Bissouma would suit us more. Tomorrow I'll just be doing the England game. Today I'm doing France against Switzerland. I'll be back at 7:45. I can't do the Croatia-Spain game as I've got some stuff to do during the day. Big up to everyone for tuning in. Smash a like on the video. Can we hit 1,000 likes? And subscribe if you haven't already. 1,200 of you in the chat. Really appreciate your fantastic support. And let's see who we end up signing and who we're linked with tomorrow. For those of you who join me tonight, 7:45, France against Switzerland. I'll be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. with your latest Arsenal news. And we'll be looking ahead tomorrow to the huge game, England against Germany. Enjoy the rest of your day, people. Take care. And I will see you later on. Bless.